right now and it's muted, then I don't know. At this point, I can't slow down and say, oh, I'm going to just stop and then talk to you guys. Like, I'm always on the go. I'm doing something where, that's why it's conversations on the go, because Paulette be busy. I'm driving. The last video, I apologize, it got muted. Somebody called and I was on the wrong phone. I'm on the right phone now. However, though, this phone acts up just as bad as the other phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double check myself right now by going, let me see if I go over here and just see if I hear myself. And if I do, that means that we're on. Okay. Let's see. We're on. Alrighty, guys. So like I was mentioning to you guys is, on the last video, I even lost track of what I was saying. So, but if you're coming in, guys, welcome to Life with Paula. I'm sorry, okay? I be having all these extra little drama when it comes to these gadgets, okay? All right, so I apologize for that one. The last one, I got a call that came in and it just muted my whole thing. And thank you. I think it was Caitlin or Kathleen that basically is like, you're muted. So I appreciate you for saying that, because the moment you said that, I already knew I didn't have to waste my time having a conversation for no reason. Sometimes that would happen with my previously video where I'm just having a conversation to myself, but I appreciate you guys for coming back in. Okay. I was just talking and giving you guys a little bit reminiscent in regards to, the scenarios and life, making changes. It's okay to change. It's nothing wrong with change. Sometimes you need to sit down with your little pen and paper and adjust your surroundings, just by saying, okay, last year and this year, this I'm not going to tolerate this year, and maybe I'm going to put you on this list and the other list. You should have different color little lists that you put certain people on, the lists, and you color coordinate them. And sometimes you got to put some folks in the black book. Okay, that book where you like only for emergencies, I will probably touch it, or some health and sickness or something. I'm gonna rupture that person, or not rupture, but I'm gonna tap into that person. Like, you gotta have those certain lists, and then you're gonna have a happy list, which is gonna be the colorful list, where that's the individuals where you consistently on not a daily basis, but they're the ones who you tap into, because they're gonna give you that energy that you need to help you push through that day. That's what I'm thinking. And that's what I've been working on too, that little list. The colorful list is the list, like the trolls. I always love to use trolls because they always show you the two scenarios where they had the colorful side, which was all the happy side. Yes, they had struggles, but they figured it out and they keep it moving. And then you have that other list, which was on the other side of trolls, where everything was, even though they had some good, they couldn't see the good because they were so overwhelmed with all the bad and the negativity. They could not see the good through it. So they wanted everybody, when they say misery love company, that was the other side, the gray areas. So that little gray book in our lives, we got to start assorting certain people in there. Otherwise, you're going to remain in that little gray space of your life, and you're not going to grow. I want to see light here, guys. If I'm giving you light, that's what I want in return. Sometimes we give light and people throw darkness on us. We don't want that. Okay, we want some light too. Give me a little light, because I give you a little light. And if we could give everybody a little bit light every day, and they can give it back, oh my gosh, we'll be in a nice, happy, joyful space, because everybody will feel connected. They got a little bit from this one, a little bit from that one, and they can push through. But sometimes imagine you're putting up your best light and somebody is making it their best effort to dim it for you, and you're never going to see that light because it's already outed. So move yourself away. Remove yourself from scenarios, from surroundings that is definitely, I was listening to this motivational speaker, and he was just talking in regards to, sometimes people in your life, they're not worried about your themes. They're frustrated that the energy that you bring into the room, they don't see themselves doing it. So that's where their problem is at. They're not able to do what you're doing. But you got to remember, everybody has their different gift. Everybody's gifted differently. My gift, I don't have an issue. God produces my little joyful space on a daily basis. So I don't have a problem handing it out and tossing it out, sharing it with others. Not everybody has that same energy. Not everybody has that same principle as you do. So some folks are dream catchers and stealers, and some folks are motivators. Some folks are the inspirational individuals that's just natural for them to do. They're not forcing it. So I don't like tooting my horn, but I'm just a natural. Everywhere I go, you're gonna find where that room is gonna be light up. Why? Because I always want people to feel like they're the best thing next to sliced bread. They're important. And you always value people. Don't just pick and choose. Everybody across the board should be important. And that's just how I do it. And you may do it differently. Everybody's different. But when you're around me, you're gonna feel a different vibe. Because that's what I'm gonna give off. Because I'm already prayed up. I'm already covered, so I don't mind sharing with nobody and letting people know that, hey, God is good, God is great. Get the right energies. Why are you so down? Like, come on, get out of the valley, okay? Let me come down there with my rope and pull you out the valley. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with you going in the valley, but don't stay there. Don't stay there. Life is going to be life, and things is going to happen in our life, guys. There's things that been going on that happen, and you just shake your head like, oh no, Lord, why? Didn't you just give me one roadblock, and then here comes another one, like, voila. I mean, I know I'm a good soldier, but wait a minute, I need to breathe. Like, give me some time, Lord. Let me recover from the first one, But then at the end of the day, guys, it's all about the attitude. Whatever you're going through, whatever having in your life, that the struggle is real. On Faith Walk or off of your Faith Walk, guys, you're going to have struggle. It's all about the attitude towards it. Are you going to sit there and you're going to be negative like the gray area in trolls, or are you going to have the joyful side of it, and you're going to pull out of all the negativity, the opposition that you're going up against? Are you going to grasp the positive side of it? Because I know there's many people that can go through life on a daily basis and have circumstances that just pop up out of nowhere. You're like, well, where did that come from? You could be minding your own business, driving like myself right now, just driving, and all of a sudden, boom, somebody just cut you off, take the whole front of your car off. God forbid nothing happens in the process, but life be lifing. And you're not exempt from life being life, and because that's a natural thing that's going to happen. You have no control over that, okay? The only thing you can control is your response. I keep saying that. I keep telling myself that. The only thing I can control is my response. I cannot control the other individuals. I can't control my surrounding, because that's all God's. God's going to control that. That's out of my reach. I can control my response. So when I got dented, I stopped. Yeah, it hurt when my car got a little, for no reason. I didn't see the iron bar, and I just rubbed right into it, took out my back door. And at that moment in time, I had to remain with a face, because I had lift ride. I was on my lift ride, and I had to stay smiling, but in my heart I was like, oh, again, that same door for the fourth time, gotta be renewed. But you could imagine, guys, just how my door, I'm gonna change for the fourth time. The fourth time, that same door is either the driver door or is that back door, that something is always wrong with that door. I don't know. I'm just saying. But you imagine, I thought about it. I fail every day, and God grace and mercies come upon me, and he's like, okay, Paulette, let me give you another chance. Let me get you back on the right track. Okay, Lord, I'm going on the right track. And boom, I fall off the track. And he's like, okay, no worry. I said, Lord, I'm sorry. I fell off the track, and he picked me back up again. So I envision that same thing with the door. Like, it's the fourth time, yes, but am I going to sit there and just cry and scream, and then what? Or I'm going to take my time and adjust my sail and figure out, how am I going to get the door fixed? What's the steps that I'm going to take in order to fix the door? What the step that I'm going to take in order to stay calm within the chaos? Like, that's a lot of pulling from here and there in order to keep it together, because it's not easy. You're like, the fourth time, are you kidding me? Like, hello? But you know what? That's a learning process. That teaches me patience. It teaches me that, yes, I told you that I'm going to be with you in the ins and the outs. However, though, you need to grow. And I need to grow when it comes to certain circumstances that happen. Instead of bending out of shape, instead of losing my composure, I keep it together and say, you know what? It's out of my control. And I say, and Lord, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Okay, because it's out of my control. So you tell me what's the next step, And then all of a sudden you start coming up with these ideas. Like, you know what? I suggest that, you start calling around the companies and trying to find quotes and figure out how much is it going to charge to fix the door. Ideas start to come, because at that moment in time, you're not holding on to the problem. You're trying to solve it, right? You're trying to fix it. And that's what I'm talking about, changing the attitude, getting your mind right. Minister Mars always talk about that, getting your mind right, changing your attitude, declogging yourself from all the extra things that's around you in order for you to be able to function right. Sometimes we can't even function right because we're worried about the neighbor's dog barking too loud. We're worrying about, your phone bill, your light bill, your mortgage. You're worrying about everything other than what the problem is. What he said, seek ye first the kingdom. So if you're seeking during your turmoils and you're during your adversities, you just got to seek, and he's going to send you the answers if you're listening. Okay, so seek the kingdom, even in the pain, in the valley, girl. You got to seek it, because you're going to get your answers there, and then you got to ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. And then you got to knock sometimes. Sometimes we don't like knocking. We don't like asking. We definitely don't like seeking, because we get the whole handbook just get tossed when we're going through negative situation. It's like, seek who? Let me go talk about it. And we find ourselves the little peanut gallery. We start talking about the problem, instead of trying to seek the Lord so we can find solutions to figure out how to solve the problem. You see how easy that is? But the devil don't want you to know that that's the secret. That is the secret. Okay, when you seek ye first and you seek him, he's going to show you, he's going to lead you and guide you. And that's the difference between throwing a tantrum and trying to add extra problems onto the Lord's list, when he's telling you, wait a minute, just tell me what you need. Okay, calm down. You imagine he's like over us, like, calm down now, calm down. I got it. I saw what happened. I saw that your doors hit for the fourth time. I saw it. Now I want to make sure that you accept it and you acknowledge that, and let's figure it out together. But in order to do that, you can't throw tantrums. No sense of throwing tantrums, Paulette. We ain't gonna fix it throwing tantrums. I need you to stay calm. I need you to believe in me and have faith, and then let me show you how we gonna get it done. That's the attitude I want you to have. And oh my gosh, so let me tell you all sometimes. Sometimes you're in your flesh so badly, you can't even think, okay, I'm gonna calm down now. You can't think because you're in your flesh. And it's normal. We're humans, right? We're gonna go through the flesh. We don't want to hear that. Lord, I don't want to hear that. I want that car to fix itself right now. That's how frustrated I am. Like, oh my God, why you didn't tuck in? Why you couldn't put a spank on so that way when you saw the pole, instead of bumping into it, why did it move? Like, oh, you be telling the car all kind of stuff. It's just crazy. I know I'm trying to be sarcastic right now, but I'm just saying, you're like, oh, there's other ways why the car couldn't figure it out himself. No, he couldn't. It was just bound to happen because the Lord is teaching you patience. He's teaching you how to stay in your seat, and how you must be able to give him the control over whatever is going on in your life so that he can handle it. Okay? But yes, guys, I apologize the last video that it came on, and listen, it is what it is. Life be life, and for real. And it went muted because I got a call. Everybody be trying to call at a certain times, and right now was that moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, you done destroyed my whole life. But it's okay. That's just part of life. So this one was another conversation on the go, guys. I'm heading to the gym. I've just gotten here, so I'm going to be able to X out in a little bit with you guys. And I don't know if you guys enjoying the little 15 to 30 minutes conversation. I'm liking the 15 to 20 minutes conversation until I can figure out and get this next goal that I'm having right now completed. Then I could sit down with you guys and just, have longer conversation, probably at home. But listen, every day to say hello to you guys is a blessing. And I don't think an hour or 4 hours every day is it. That's not the key. That's not it. Okay, it's not it. All right, so 15 to 30 minutes. I know they always say go do longer videos if you want to get your your watch or whatever they call that thing. But at this point, I think in between 15 to 30, maybe a 45, depending on what we're talking about. It's great. I think that's great. You flip on, come on, and make sure y'all go watch it now. And so y'all can hear my little tantrum that I threw earlier, but it's okay, because every day is not going to be perfect. We're going to have ups and downs regardless of what fate walk you're on. You're going to have ups and downs in your life. You're going to have things that's going to happen to you. But the difference is the attitude towards it. Are you going to have a positive attitude towards it and say, God, I'm going to just give it to you in your hands? Or are you going to have a negative attitude and you're going to surround yourself with the peanut gallery and you got to talk about it for the next year? Some conversation go on for the next year. Oh, shush your face. You shush your face with the do not plug into the peanut gallery. You plug into the source, and I love God to guide you and lead you and help solve the scenario for you. All right, love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye, babies. A bitty goodies. Bye bye. All right, I gotta go work out. Yes, I